the RUI Tactical ACU. And there we go. The ACU has a hollow ground, titanium coated stainless steel recurved blade, and it does look cool in the ACU. Plenty of jimping on this knife, which is what I like to see on a knife. It is my preference, I must admit. I like a bit of grip on there, so you've got there on the top of the handle plenty of jimping on the guard as well. That's a nice touch there. And also on the liner lock, don't know whether you can see that. Let's get in focus. Yeah, they've even jimped that because you'll actually be, your finger will be actually over that when you're holding this knife. So yeah, that's a nice touch. Solid liners though, so that hasn't really reduced the weight. It's quite a heavy knife. This is, I've weighed it in at 7.8 ounces. But I think that's because of the aluminium handle, you know, and like I just said, not with having the hollowed out liners, but it does feel good. I mean, if weight's your thing, then you might have a problem with it. I think what adds to the weight as well, and what I think is another nice touch, I forgot to mention as well, that's another lanyard hole there for you. You've got a window buster there, see that stud? So yeah, I kind of like that. That's a nice sort of addition, you know, depending what sort of use you're going to have for this and what systems you've got. But yeah, you'll pop out windows with that, just giving it a good sort of smack. But I think I like that. That's a good addition. That is good. It makes it a good EDC knife, definitely. If ever you're unfortunate enough to be in a car crash or something, or you need to get into a car, out of a car, whatever. You know, that's a nice touch there. Saves you damaging your blade if you've got to do that, or damaging the handle. Obviously, you wouldn't use the blade to pop out a window, but you might use the butt of the handle. So that just protects the handle if you are going to end up doing something like that. Let's close her up. Point down as well, which again is my preference. Don't know what yours is, but I always like them point down when they're in the pocket. Fairly quick to deploy. I know I've got gloves on. Need practice though. Ah, I didn't quite get it then. But yeah, nice little knife. I think I paid in the UK, it's about £30 for this. Obviously not an EDC knife in the UK because it's illegal to carry, blade's too big. But good camp knife, good hunting knife. I think you could use this area here for striking a spark off. I think that's what that's designed for. It saves wrecking the rest of the blade. Yeah, I say the main reason I got this knife was just the way it looked. It just looked pretty cool. And I've done a bit of research into RUI, and they do make some real good stuff. I mean, check out their website. They do make some nice stuff. I personally would like this clip a little bit wider. It's a little bit on the thin side, and maybe like the double loop as well. But yeah, it's adequate for what I'd use it for. Mainly for me, probably a camp knife. But to be fair, this isn't going to get much use. It's more of a collector for me. So the pouch that comes with it's quite good. All nylon. Nice stud. You got your belt loop there. That probably could do with being a little bit bigger, maybe. But yeah, fairly tough, fairly sturdy. Keep the weather off your knife. Slightly different colour. You'd think they'd do that the same colour, but hey ho. I'll just give you some close-ups of this folded up. Obviously this knife isn't going to be as strong as a full tang fixed blade knife because you're relying on the liner for a lot of its strength, the liner lock. Just get that camera in focus. The point, yeah, fairly good point on it. Not so much as to do brain surgery with, but it's not bad. Nice thickness of the blade. Talking about 3-4 mil at the thickest. Blade sits fairly central as well, in between the liners. Good positive lockup. Thanks for watching. This has been a Rack and Load review, or overview in this case. Don't forget to join us on the Rack and Load Facebook page. Just type in Rack and Load on Facebook. You'll find the fan page and the group page. I suggest you like the fan page and come and join us on the group page. It's a good place to be. Over 1,100 members now. A good place to get some advice, ask all sorts of questions, firearms, knives, kit, gear, all sorts. Cheers guys, see you soon.